Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever wished that you could breathe some new life into your existing hi-fi setup? You know what I mean? Maybe you've got an old system sitting over in the corner, hooked up to an old CD player, and you're a bit tired of listening to the same 5 CDs over and over again. Well, this might be exactly what you need to freshen things up. In this video, I'm looking at the xDuoo XQ100. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Review. So here is the xDuoo XQ100, and it's a nice looking little device. So let me explain a bit more about this. Primarily, this is a Bluetooth receiver. So you can send music directly to this from your phone or a laptop or a tablet. Hook this up to an amplifier and speakers or a headphone amplifier, and you are good to go with high-res wireless music. So the price of the XQ100 is $389. I know that's it's not exactly cheap. There's good reason for that. There is good reason for that. But first of all, let's go over the physical aspects, the externals of it, and we'll start with the front. So on the front here, you can see you've got some playback controls. You've got this SRC button, which is basically the upsampling button. You can upsample your audio input. I won't get into that here. Check out the full written review if you're want to know more about that. And here is the input switch. The XQ100 here has two input methods, primarily Bluetooth, but it also has an auxiliary or coaxial input as well. And here you've got your OLED screen, and the screen displays information such as Bluetooth status, current sample rate, the current wireless codec, the song title, and the upsampling status, whether it's on or off. Now, moving around to the back of the device, here we've got two balanced XLR outputs. You've got an optical output as well. There's your coaxial in or out, and an auxiliary or RCA outs. This is the Bluetooth antenna, of course, and your power switch. So it's a very solid little unit. It's quite heavy. I'm not sure exactly how much it weighs, but it's a solid little unit. I love the gunmetal grey finish. It's the same kind of shade or hue as their other xDuoo's other recent product releases, and I really love their color scheme at the moment. Right, so let's plug this guy in now, and I will show you what the display looks like. And I can show you the boot up speed and things like that. So hopefully that's still in focus. Let's turn her on. Switch at the back. So it takes a few moments to boot up. And then once it does, it'll say unpaired because it'll say unpair because it's unpaired at the moment. There's a bit of English going on there. If I go to my computer and switch on the Bluetooth, doing that now, and you will see in just a moment that it's now connected. Bluetooth is connected. Have a look at that. Now if I open up a music file on my computer, hopefully it doesn't break my audio recording. And there we go. From here, if I press the source button, you can see it's upsampled to 96K and then up to 192K. So you can choose, or you can have it off. And basically that's really all there is to it. So it's really simple to use. You just got to hook up your amplifier. Let me unplug this again. You just got to hook up your amplifier via the outputs on the back here, and you can play music from Spotify, or Tidal, or from your computer or your phone, whichever format you desire. Now let me tell you about the internals real quick, and as I said, the price is $389. Internally, this has got dual ES9038Q2M DAC chips inside, so it's a dual DAC unit. It's got a Qualcomm CSR8675 Bluetooth chip. It runs Bluetooth version 5.0. It includes all of the current standard high-res wireless codecs, including SBC, AAC, aptX, aptX low latency, aptX HD, and LDAC. So you're covered with all your high-res codecs there. I should mention that if you intend to play primarily from a PC, you might want to do a little looking into if your Intel chipset or whichever Wi-Fi Bluetooth chipset you have, you need the correct drivers to enable aptX support. For the most part, I've just left mine in the default mode, which uses AAC codec, but I have tested out LDAC and aptX via my DAPs like the Shanling MX5, M5S and my Sony DAP. So keep that in mind. It might be relevant to you. Now let's talk about the sound. My testing was done primarily with this device hooked up to my Burson Funk amplifier via RCA and then to my NHT C3 speakers. I also tested using my Felix Audio Echo headphone amplifier and with the Singsa SDA2 to test the coaxial output. If you haven't tried any Bluetooth audio devices lately, you really ought to. Wireless audio technology continues to advance and is arguably already at such a high level that in a lot of cases it's pretty much indistinguishable from its wired counterpart. There's no doubt that aptX HD and LDAC provide the best audio quality, but even the AAC from my iPhone sounds great on this system. I love being able to control playback from my desktop computer while my speakers are at the opposite end of the room. It would be equally viable for a living room system or anywhere you want to set up. Now the ES9038Q2M is a DAC chip that many of you enthusiasts will be intimately familiar with already. In that case, you might have some idea of what to expect in terms of the sound. But of course, you know, the implementation of the DACs makes a difference too, but at least you know what that specific DAC chip is capable of. And keep in mind as well, the end sound is going to be dependent a lot as well on your amplifier, whichever amplifier you end up hooking up to. Now the fact that you can not only use Bluetooth, but you can use the coaxial input for 24-bit 192 kHz input adds another layer of versatility. The XQ100 gives you the convenience of Bluetooth and a wireless connection as well if you want to do even more serious critical listening. So guys, that is the xDuoo XQ100, and I think this is a fantastic device, you know, for if you want to expand your current hi-fi setup and make it into a modern wireless system. You could potentially even build a completely new system around this thing. It's got a beautiful rugged construction, it's got a mature aesthetic, and it can easily integrate visually with other gear. But what I like most about the XQ100 is just its simplicity and the way it consistently just works. All you need to do is add an amplifier and you've got a great foundation for a complete system. So if you're looking for a way to go wireless, definitely check this one out. I am going to wrap things up there, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, Parfam Audiophile style. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more reviews like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And until next time, see you later.